Hello and welcome to 3D Nato. In today's video, I'll show you how to easily create objects at angles in Blender Precision Modeling. We're going to start by tracing the main outline of the front sketch. In Blender, the simplest way to do this is by using something called a single vertex. To turn it on, go to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, then search for Extra Mesh Objects and check the box to enable it. Now let's add our very first vertex. Press Shift+A to add, go to Mesh, Single Vert, and add a single vert. As soon as we add it, Blender automatically switches us into Edit mode, and from here, we'll use extrusions to draw the outline. Press E to extrude, Z to lock the axis, type 6, and hit Enter to confirm. Next, let's extrude this new vertex 1 mm along the x-axis. Since we don't have this angle, we'll go back to the very first vertex and extrude it again. 10 mm along the x-axis, 1 mm along the z-axis, and then -5 mm along the x-axis. And by connecting these two vertices, we'll create the correct angle. To do that, press A to select all, then press F to create a new face. To finish the main outline, we'll add a small arc. Select the bottom left vertex, press Shift plus Ctrl plus B for vertex bevel, and type in the radius value of 1 mm. To make the arc smoother, increase the segment by pressing the numpad plus key until you reach 16. Once you're happy with it, press Enter to confirm. And that's it for the outline. To exit edit mode, just press Tab. Let's start by renaming the object so things stay organized. Press F2 to rename and call it Base Mesh. The front sketch is complete, but right now it's just a flat 2D plane. To turn it into a 3D mesh, switch to the top view. Here you'll notice the base mesh has a width of 5 mm. To give it thickness, go to Modifiers, Add Modifier, Generate, and add a Solidify modifier. Set the thickness to 5 mm, and because our sketch is centered, set the offset to 0. Before we can add it, we need to apply the modifier. Hover the mouse over the modifier and press Ctrl plus A to apply. Now you're ready to edit the mesh. Make sure X-ray mode is enabled so you can see and select through the object. You can toggle it by clicking the X-ray icon or pressing Alt plus Z. Press Tab to go to Edit mode so we can create these two 1 mm radius arcs. Select these two corner vertices, press Ctrl plus B to bevel, type 1, and hit Enter to confirm. Now just repeat the same steps for the bottom corner. Next, we need to find the center points of these arcs to create these two 1 mm diameter holes. Since the arcs and holes share the same center point, we'll align the 3D cursor there. Select these two vertices, press Shift plus S to snap, and select Cursor to Selected. This places the 3D cursor at the midpoint along the y-axis. On the front view, you'll see it also centered between these two vertices. Now let's align it on the x-axis. Press N to show the sidebar, go to View, and check the 3D cursor's X location. It shows 10 mm, and to place it at the center, just subtract the radius value. So just set the X location to 10-1, which will give us 9 mm. With the 3D cursor in place, press Tab to exit edit mode. Since this is a hard surface model, we'll use booleans to cut the holes. Press Shift plus A to add, go to Mesh, and add a mesh cylinder. In the Add Cylinder menu, set vertices to 64. For the radius, use half the hole's diameter. And on depth, set it to 1 mm, which is the hole's depth that you can see here on the front view. To mirror the cylinder for the second hole, let's add another modifier. Go to Modifiers, Add Modifier, Generate, and add a Mirror modifier. Set the axis to Y, and choose the base mesh as the mirror object. Press F2 to rename, and call it Boolean -1. As we're going to need another Boolean object, let's place it into a collection. Press M to move to Collection, New Collection, and rename it Boolean-. and since we don't need to see it, exclude from view layer. Now we need to create the last hole, but first we'll need to find the correct angle. Select the base mesh, press tab to go to edit mode, and 3 to enable face selection. The hole is aligned to the center of this face, so let's place the 3D cursor there. Press Shift plus S to snap, and select Cursor to Selected to place a 3D cursor at the center of this face. To find the angle, go to Mesh Edit Mode Overlays, and enable Edge Angle. The face shows an angle of 51.34 degrees. Now we can use this value to rotate the 3D cursor. Exit Edit Mode, open the sidebar, and set the 3D cursor's Y rotation to 51.34 degrees. To create this hole, let's use another cylinder. Press Shift plus A to add, go to Mesh, and add a mesh cylinder. On the Add Cylinder menu, set vertices to 64. On radius, just type the diameter value divided by 2. On depth, type the hole's depth multiplied by 2. And to place it at the right angle, set Align to 3D cursor. Now let's create this bevel at the bottom of the hole. On Edit mode, press 1 to enable vertex selection and select this bottom edge loop. Press Ctrl plus B to bevel, type the radius value, hit Enter to confirm, and exit Edit mode. Now rename it Boolean-2 and place it on the Boolean minus collection. To finish this project, we're going to need one last modifier. Select the base mesh, go to Modifiers, Add Modifier, Generate, and add a Boolean modifier. Set it to Difference, operand type to Collection, select the Boolean minus collection, and apply the modifier. And for the finishing touch, right-click and choose Shade Auto Smooth.